as you know, till chapter 2nd, that is nutrition in animals, I have completed, including NCERT exercise, and I am hoping that you have prepared your notes and you have submitted me for checking also. Those who have not completed so far, because so many videos are there, you have to study, you have to read all videos, you have to make all notes. So don't worry, now already these videos are there on YouTube, you can refer later on also. Now I am going to start with chapter number 3rd of 7th class science. The name of chapter is Fiber to Fabric. So I will start with introduction. Now in 6th class, as you know, I have taught you fibers, yarn and fabric. Once again I am revising this one. What are the fibers? Fibers are the thinnest strand of cloth or any other thing. They are the thinnest strand. Now when so many fibers come close, they form yarn. So thick strand of anything, that is known as yarn. Now when so many yarn come close together, they form fabric. Now these fabrics are the thickest strand of anything, that is known as fabric. So we can say fibers are the thinnest strand of fabric, means all fabrics are made up of fibers. Okay, is there any problem about this one? Now according to our choice, we may dye these fibers into various colors. Now question is here, who are giving us these fibers? So fibers are of various kinds. Some plant fibers are there, animals fibers are there. So here we will discuss here animal fibers. So basically there are two types of animal fibers. First one is the wool and second one is the silk. So first I will deal with the wool. You know the wool yielding animals. Who is providing us wool? Basically wool yielding animals, they are providing us wool. What are the wool yielding animals? Goat, camel, Angora goat, Pashmina sheep. These are the some of the animals, yak, which providing us wool. So try to understand, these wool yielding animals, they should be reared up properly. They should be taken care properly, so that they can give us wool properly. So try to understand, there are various variety of wool yielding animals are there. So they should be selected for breeding, so that they can give us good quality of wool. So what is the selective breeding? Selective breeding is nothing but a process of selection of high quality of breed and rearing it, taking care of it, so that it can provide good quality of wool. So what is the selective breeding? Selective breeding is the process of selection of good quality of animal and looking after them, so that they can provide us good quality of wool. Now suppose we have reared Pashmina sheep or some other wool yielding animals. So how they will provide us fiber? So there are so many processes. Now we will discuss all those processes subsequently, but before this one, before coming to the process of fiber, processing of fiber into wool, I would like to teach you one important thing. Okay. So already I have spoken about the selective breeding. Selective breeding is nothing but a selection of good quality of parents of wool yielding animal to get the good quality of wool. Now processing of fibers into wool. So there are various steps by which we can convert our fiber into wool. These first step is sieving, second one is scouring, third one is sorting of fibers, third one is the removal of burrs, small fibers, and next step is dyeing our fibers, and the last the first one is shearing, second one is scouring, third one is the sorting, fourth one is the removal of burrs, fifth one is the dyeing of fibers, and the last one is the straightening of fibers. So we can process fiber into wool by undergoing these steps: shearing, scouring, sorting, removal, dyeing, and straightening of fibers.
Let us learn about fibers and their types.
चालू रहे
Let us learn about fibers and their types. We all know that we need food to survive and we need a house to live in. Have you ever thought why clothes are necessary for us? Clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, etc. We use various types of clothing materials in our everyday life. In summers, we prefer cotton clothes, and in winters, we wear woolen clothes. The cloth material made by weaving or knitting threads together is called fabric. Do you wonder what these fabrics are made of? That's right, fabrics are made of fibers. Fibers are hair-like strands from which all fabrics are made. On the basis of the sources, fibers can be classified into natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants or animals. Cotton, jute, and silk are natural fibers. Cotton and jute are plant fibers. Are wool and silk also plant fibers? No, they are obtained from animals. So, they are animal fibers. On the other hand, synthetic fibers like nylon, polyester, acrylic, etc. are made from the organic compounds.
Now there are some Indian breeds of sheep are there, like Lohi, Nali, Rampur, Bushehr, Marwari, Bakarwal, and Pattanwadi. Here their quality of wool is also given and states where they are found. Always remember, now sheep are other things which are found in Jammu Kashmir region. Their quality of wool is very good and they are famous. I think Pashmina sheep you might have heard. They are famous for wool. So now processing of fibers into wool. So the first step is rearing and breeding of sheep. Second, the process of fibers to wool is done in 9 steps. Already I have written that one. I have already explained that one. Again, shearing, scouring, sorting, dyeing, carding, dyeing, roving, spinning, and weaving. So here 3 steps are more as compared to normal steps, that is roving, spinning, and weaving. So don't worry, one by one I will explain you. So now let us begin this one with the first step, that is rearing. So rearing is nothing but bringing up and looking after a sheep, that is known as rearing. Next step is selective breeding. It is the process of selecting a parents for obtaining special characters, especially fine hair in their offspring. So selective breeding means selecting a good quality of parents to obtain a good quality wool, good quality character. Next step is shearing. So the process of removing the fleece of sheep along with a thin layer of skin. So shearing is nothing but a removal of fleece of sheep along with a thin layer of skin. hair of sheep are removed during the hot weather. This enables the sheep to survive without its protective coat of hair. Shearing does not hurt the sheep because the uppermost layer of the skin dead.
Sheep are bred in many parts of our country for wool. Certain breeds of sheep have a thick coat of hair on their body, which yields good quality of wool in large quantities. Once the red sheep develops the thick growth of hair commonly known as fleece. It is shaved off for obtaining the wool. The process of removing the fleece from the skin of the sheep is called shearing. Hand or blade shears and electric shears are used to shave off hair of sheep. Shearing does not hurt the sheep just like it does not hurt when you get a haircut or your father shaves his beard. Do you know why? It is because the uppermost layer of human skin is dead. Also, the hair of sheep grows again, just as your hair does. Usually, the hair are removed during the hot weather. This enables sheep to survive without their protective coat. The hair provides woolen fibers which are then processed to obtain woolen yarn.
स्टार्ट
Okay. Next step is scouring. You have already gone through the shearing process through one animated video. Now next process is scouring. It is the process of washing hairy sheared skin in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. So in scouring, we are cleaning the sheared skin because it contains with some other impurities. It is done manually or by machine. Manual scouring and scouring by machine. Next step is sorting. It is the process of separating different texture of hairy skin obtained from scouring. Next step is drying. After sorting and scouring, the wool is dried, which makes ready to be drawn into fibers. You know that fibers, they may be wet also. They may be associated with some other liquid things. So they should be drying. And once they are dried, they are ready for making the fibers. Small fluffy fibers called burrs are picked out from the hair. The fibers are scoured again and dried. The person working as a sorter in the woolen industry may get infected by sorter's disease. So the person who is working in sorting the woolen industry may get infected by sorter disease. This is very lethal disease. Now carding, the process of drying woolen fibers after sorting and scouring into straight continuous form, that is known as carding. Now dyeing. As you know, fibers are of different colors available in the market. So before coming into market, they are being dyed. The natural hair of sheep and goat are brown, black or white. So the fibers are dyed with various colors. Roving. It is the process of splitting a woolen web into fine thin strands for spinning. It is the process of splitting a woolen web into fine thin strands for spinning. So actually roving is the step before spinning the fibers into wool, and they are the thin strands fiber. Spinning. It is the process in which fibers are twisted together to form yarn. So spinning is the process of converting fibers into yarn. It is done manually or by machines. Okay, so here summary is given for processing of fiber into wool. Was please just see, everything is written here. You can see this. Dear cadets, the processing of fibers into wool is over. Now try to understand fibers which we are obtaining from animals. Through spinning process, they are getting converted into yarn. So spinning is the process of conversion of fibers into yarn. Now yarn can be converted into fabric by two processes, that is weaving and knitting. So conversion of yarn into fabric, two processes there, weaving and knitting. Let us have more idea about the yarn, fabric, weaving and knitting. So yarn is a continuous strand made up of a number of fibers which are twisted together. Already I spoke, so many fibers come close together and they form yarn. So yarn is made up of so many fibers.
Start.
Okay, so now our yarn is ready. We can convert yarn, we can make fabric from yarn by two processes. The number one process is weaving. After spinning, shorter yarns are made to make a cloth. Knitting, longer twisted fibers, yarns are knitted into sweaters. Knitting is done with a knitting needles. Fiber to fabric, so we can conclude now, fiber to fabric can be converted by adopting following process. I have explained this one by one. Now what are the different uses of wool? Wool is used to make shawl, blanket, shirt, trousers. So now this is the time to check your knowledge. Match the words of column A with those given in column B. Bird is the small fluffy fibers, thick coat of hair. Over. So dear cadets, today I have completed till wool. So just to see once again, I am recapitulating what today we have discussed. Try to understand. We have started with the introduction. Introduction means what is fibers, what is yarn, what is fabric. Everything we have discussed. Then we have discussed animal fibers. So basically in our syllabus two types of animal fibers are given, that is wool and silk. So again we have started with the wool yielding animal, selective breeding, what are the process of obtaining the fibers or wool from animals, different steps we have discussed starting from shearing to straightening of fibers. Then we have discussed knitting, weaving, spinning, and we have summarized that fibers can be converted into fabric by three processes basically, that is spinning, knitting and weaving. Fibers can be converted into yarn by spinning, and yarn can be converted into fabric by knitting and weaving. Now next time onwards another animal fiber we will discuss, that is silk, their life history and so many other things. Now this is the time to check your knowledge, that is learning outcome. So just see, write their answers. What is selective breeding? Answer that question. What is shearing? What is scouring? What are animals fiber? So write their answer and send to my personal WhatsApp number, that is 9743535 029.